So today I want to talk about the more damned if you are, damned if you do, damned if you don't mentality on the internet, like Twitter. For example, on Twitter, right? If you have an opinion and you double down, you're an idiot. But if you have an opinion on Twitter, for example, just Twitter or the internet in general, and you like regret it and you like backtrack on that opinion, you're like you're a loser. You're a pussy because you couldn't double down. And I feel like that leads people. You kind of have to be like really self conscious, like really aware of what you say on the internet, just in general. Because once you put it there, it'll always be kept there and remembered. But like you get it right. They will always like you kind of just do have to be very conscious and very self conscious about what you do on the internet because of the super public that could come and screw you over. And if you don't know what the super public is, I got it from Armchair Expert. I'll link his video. Um, it's like the idea of like uh, due to everyone on the internet having access to the internet. Everybody is millions of billions of people have access to the internet. So you have no idea if a tweet on Twitter will get 10 likes or a million. Like it's the idea that so many different people can look at what you do and judge you and persecute you for what you say or persecute someone else for what they say. And the idea of just it kind of being the idea of so many people being able to watch you and judge you for what you have done and said. I feel like it's one of the main reasons why a lot of people kind of get the idea that you're not a person until you get out of the internet, until you go offline. Right? When you go online and you go offline, those are times you're not really a human, you're more like a digital machine in some case. Like you don't project everything in your life. You you put specific things in there because anything and everything can and will be judged, can and will be held against you on the internet, no matter if it's good or bad. Because well, anyone could just go on the internet, say you break this code of morality and you should be cancelled, that you're a threat to anyone and everyone on the internet, right? So you do kind of have to be self-conscious. And that's why the idea, because that's why the idea of the super public and just damned if you do, damned if you don't on the internet is such a strong mentality. Because in general, well, like I said, anything and everything you say, post, do, um, that is open internet will be held against you in the court of the internet, in the court of YouTube, Twitter. All it depends on one. All it just depends on if people want to ratio you or not. I think that's also like that's kind of the culture. Of course, it's kind of you can kind of see how this culture even began on the internet because everybody has the ability to share their opinion for good and for worse. And of course, everybody's just gonna bully everybody else for having a different opinion. Because nowadays on the internet, you don't really need to coexist with people and understand that other people have different opinions, ways of thinking, different morals. Because why would you when you can just block someone or ratio them on the internet? I myself have I myself have been thinking to myself like how can I also like make content and voice my opinions, which you probably shouldn't do that on the internet, but still I've been thinking on how to voice my opinions without like stepping on toes or stepping on eggshells, right? But I feel like the thing on the internet, you just gotta like know your mind, know the group of people you want to entertain and cater to them, right? Ignore the idea of you giving a crap about everybody else. Because like when you really think about the super I, no, what is the super public? Super public is the word, by the way. I don't know if I said super I or super public. I meant super public. I feel like when you really think about it, it can really be very demoralizing to ever do anything on the internet. And to be honest, that's probably a good thing in my opinion. Yeah, I know I'm kind of a hypocrite, but I think It's more of a good thing that you get off the internet in general. But yeah, I feel like because like in the internet, many people think to themselves, "How do I entertain?" Right? They're like, "All right, I'll imagine swimming to myself. Um, I'll imagine like, okay, what if I was watching my own streams? Would I be enjoyed? Would I enjoy it? And if you're a picky cunt, you'll probably imagine to yourself, well, hot diggity dog, I'll just be myself. Because if you can't vent to strangers on the internet, you can't vent to anybody, right? And that's just the way I kind of think in general. But I feel like, how do you kind of build like a kind of mind space where you can just also monitor what you say while also like entertaining. I mean, I'm referring to this as a streamer because when you're a YouTuber, it's quite easy because you literally have a script. You kind of freestyle. You can kind of cut out what you say and don't say. But I feel like when you're a streamer, it's way more difficult because you have to stream for like hours, like 3 hours, right?
Does anybody know
Usually
when
like
like
every
you'll
day or
watch
every other day.
you'll be
So I do
watching a
wonder how they
streamer,
learn to just
and that streamer, right? The
monitor what
streamer
they
has
say,
some
what they
chatter
say,
can't
right?
tell them how they're gonna commit
Like,
on a
of course,
lie.
it's simple. Just like
Like you'd just be
if you
watching a
just
streamer
don't have any strong
casually, and then
opinions on something, then you want to end
or
up
like you'll
saying
just be watching a
something.
streamer,
And I feel like sometimes
and
I
you'll
think that
just
I'm
see
like,
another
okay, yeah,
content,
that's
some
good, but
random
like,
viewer donating their
I
very
feel like in
last
general, a lot of people
or a
have like
couple last
very interesting,
donations to the
strong
streamer,
opinions on
telling
specific
them how they
things,
plan to
specific
end their life,
minorities that no one
and
really
like
leaks.
a part of you
Why?
feels
It would be a
connect
loss of
like
subscribers, a loss of
connected,
money.
right?
And I guess like the game
Like
plan is to
you
just
don't
avoid
know the person
topics
that's
where you
sending
might end up
that donation,
slipping up.
and you don't know
But I
that
do
person they're
wonder,
sending it to.
where
I
would
mean,
you
you
go?
know the
Where
character
would those
that streamer
streamers
plays,
be
but you don't know the person
if they had to
themselves.
cover a topic
And in
where
a
their
weird way, you're
opinions
both
were very
connected.
interestingly strong,
You know
right?
that feeling? It's kind of
Like,
odd. You feel
would they end up
connected to the
cancelled or would they
chatter,
end up finding a way
even
to
though the
like
chatter is also in a
manage
one-sided
through it
relationship with the
while
streamer
still
they're sending
entertaining
a
their audience?
donation to,
Because on one hand,
just
half of
like
me
you.
thinks, all right,
Do
they
you
will
know
be
that
very
feeling?
careful of what they say
Doesn't it feel weird
or try to
that you
avoid the
feel so
topic
connected?
as quickly as possible
Like
to
you
get
feel like
past
you
it.
kind of,
But the
it
other half
feels
of me thinks,
real,
the other half of me
right?
thinks
Do you guys understand the idea of
that like
feeling real? Like for the
they also
first
have to
time, right?
entertain,
For a
so they
couple
can't spend
rare
too much
moments.
time being
Because like
quiet.
streamers,
Besides,
they're
then it would be
always
like
so
suspicious as all
chatty. They're
hell if you're
always
taking
kind of
10 minutes
out
to reply to
there,
a very
or like they play
odd
somewhat of a
comment,
character. We
about a
we talk
specific
about
group of
fun,
minorities, right?
lighthearted topics like video games and
I think weird
taxes or whatever.
things
But
reply,
I think one of the most
right?
one of the
It
things
would
I
be
appreciate the
unnecessary.
most about content creators and streamers
That's it.